All right, there is a request for question number 3 on the summative review. So let's go through this. They want to let f be the function given by f of x equals this, 2x e to the x. The graph of x is concave down when? All right, so right away I'm going to go to my chart and we're looking for concave down. So I know from my chart that when f is concave down, f prime is decreasing and f double prime is negative, or we can say less than 0. So I'm going to have to find f double prime, and then I'm going to have to do a sign chart on this thing. So f prime, I'm going to let my first term be 2x, and I'm going to let my first factor, I'm going to let my second factor be e to the x. So when I take the derivative, it's going to be first 2x, that's an x, 2x times the derivative of the second, e to the x, plus the second, e to the x, times the derivative of the first, which is just 2. I'm going to go ahead and factor an e to the x out. I'm going to factor a 2e to the x out. And so what I'm left with is x plus 1. So now when I find the second derivative, again, I'm going to use the product rule. And I guess we don't have to. I mean, there's all sorts of ways you can do this. But my first term will be 2e to the x, and my second term will be x plus 1. So I'm going to take the first 2e to the x times the derivative of the second plus the second x plus 1 times the derivative of the first, which is going to be 2e to the x. So now again, I'm going to simplify this. I want to put this into factors if possible. So I'm going to factor out a 2e to the x again. And I'm left with 1 plus x plus 1. Or I can say 2e to the x times x plus 2. Okay, so now I got to find the critical values of this thing. So we're going to set f double prime of x equal to 0. So I'm going to say 2 e to the x times x plus 2 is equal to 0. So that means 2e to the x is equal to 0, and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Well, this is impossible, so I'm going to put not possible. The reason why it's not possible is because 2e to the x is it's a exponential graph, and so it will never touch 0. Or you can think about it this way: it doesn't matter what value you put in for x, you'll never get e to the x to equal 0. So this gives me x equals -2. So now there's my sign chart. So when I test -2 in for f prime here, or I'm going to test a value to the left of -2. Let's try -3. So I'm going to show my work here. This is going to be 2e to the -3 times -3 plus 2. Well, this is always going to be positive. All right, we just talked about that. We said it's an exponential function. So the exponential function will always be positive no matter what, and then this is going to be a negative. So f double prime is less than 0 there. Now, people say, well, 2e to the -3, how is that a positive number? Because it's e to the -3. You can think of, let's go off to the side here, 2e to the -3 is the same thing as 2 over e cubed. So that e cubed is going to be a positive number, 2 over e cubed. Okay, when I test something to the right of -2, let's just test 0, 2e to the 0 times 0 plus 2. So this is going to be positive. This is going to be positive, so f double prime is positive. So I know that f double prime is negative when x is less than -2, which means f is going to be concave down. So I'm going to choose an answer of A here. And that's how you do that problem.